Okay, the only other problem on your lab is one where we have, or any other problem that's on your lab is one where we're adding the moles of base to the buffer that we made here. So a similar problem would be in your book, example 15.2. So the first thing they do is they talk about a buffer solution that has equal parts of the acid and its conjugate base. And so we can, initially there's 0.5, 0.5, and nothing, and we plus x minus x, neglect those x's, and you end up getting pH equals pKa, 4.74. We've been seeing a lot of that number, okay, because that's the pKa of both acetic acid, and it's the pKb of NH3. Now, we want to calculate the change when OH is added. So the first reaction has OH as a reactant and acetate reacting away. We know that the HC2H3O2 is going to be on the reactant side because when base is added, the acid comes to the rescue. And if this had been H+, we would have seen the acetate ion on the reactant side. So we will first, Becca, so you know moles and liters, and then after there's your change. We're going to lose 0.01. All of the OH minus will go away, which is exciting, and we'll be left with some moles of acid and moles of base. And you should recognize this as being part of like the middle of a titration curve because look, all the OH went away and we have acid and its conjugate base left over. So I think you know what we would do from here. We can just ice. We have these two numbers and we can ice. Or if you are comfortable with Henderson-Hasselbalch, you will do that. Let's see what the book does. The book chooses to ice, and we can neglect those x's, and we find x is 1.7 times 10 to the negative fifth, and the pH at this particular point is 4.76. Okay, originally it was 4.74, and now it's 4.76. And notice that it's not because there's OH in there, it's because we made a little bit of the conjugate base. So now the ratio is favoring the base part, and it's a little bit higher than when they were equal. Okay, and this is showing you what would happen if we did that same thing with water. So this is very similar to what we did in the lab. With water, it would go all the way up 5 pH units. Okay, so the buffer is very good. It only lets it go up 0.02. Okay, so your lab, you would